Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Black Clover episode 118. So, last few episodes have just been insane. We have these demons, we have the first Wizard King back, we had Asta's bird, or she disguised herself as a bird or whatever all this time. I'm fascinated by what's going on. I wrote down the Wizard King's name and it made me realize that when I was writing it down, I wrote it down in the episode, and I meant to talk about it, but I forgot the name of the Wizard King. Uh, are like the branch, like big like royal families named after him? Because his name is Lumiere Silvamillion Clover. Obviously, we have the Clover Kingdom. That's named after him, I suppose. That makes sense. Since he's a form of king, usually that's how it works when you're, the first. I don't know if they had like an actual king back then, and they had a wizard king like they do now, or if it was just one. But either way, Silvamillion. We have the Vermilion family, and then we have the Silva family, right? Because Noel and everything. And Nozzle and all them. And I'm trying to think, like, is there another... There's a third big family, isn't there? I wonder if that has, like, the Lumiere part in there at all. But yeah, I'm just wondering if all three of those family names are just kind of merged into this one. Kind of interesting, something I noticed, and I wanted to bring up. So, yeah, other than that, we have the bird awakened into Sekre Swallowtail is her name. We saw a flashback with her where she didn't have demon horns and now she does, so I'm curious what that means. And yeah, once again, Asta's magic, or no magic, has helped him bypass being devoured alive by that big creature thing, so I'm really excited to see what happens next. So let's just get started, shall we? Alright guys, we're gonna get started here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. We didn't start with the same thing. Yes, and we have Lick transformed into a giant demon in the past. Yes. And we must have the first Wizard King to save us all. It actually, like, broke me that the episode just started right away. And didn't have that beginning bit. I guess that's because this is, like, the full version of the beginning bit. Ah. Nice. Oh. That's cool. But a single mage. Oh. That is so cool. That's 118 episodes of payoff. Opening time. Okay. That was cool. I gotta remember, I might be watching Boruto tonight, and I'm pretty sure it's getting a new opening with this next episode I'm gonna watch, so... And apparently it's super spoilery, so I gotta try to avoid it. Man, every time I hear this opening, I feel like it gets better. Dude, Asta's sword looked kind of crazy in that one shot. A reunion across time and space. I imagine that is Licht and the Wizard King. Since we now have Licht and the Wizard King back in our present. Jeez, he is strong. Okay, so he's only a prince at this point. I guess didn't it say he became known as the Wizard King, so he might not have been the king at this point. He did talk a lot about his father as well, who is probably the king. Yes, every video game has taught me to hit the eyeball. Aww. Damn. Was the belt she was wearing the same one that was on the Wizard King that they put all the gems into? Is that what I just saw? Maybe, and I know she's the one that, like, sealed him away or whatever. Jeez. It's crazy. This little fuck. Jesus. Oh, shit. I think I recognize the first Wizard King's voice actor. I imagine he's been in a lot of things I've watched. Shit. Damn. Did it absorb enough, though? Oh, okay. He was, yeah, because it was the red stuff. He was absorbing the negative. And then this one demon fuck ruined it all just because he wanted power or whatever he was after. I guess at that point he was still trying to get his body back, right? Jesus. What's the benefit of making those massive ass swords to just stab him in the ground? Ah, okay. Now I see a benefit. Before he had them, and they weren't doing anything. But now they are. That's cool. Jesus Christ. Well, I think this is the one from the opening we've seen a million times that goes right through the chest. Yep. Goddamn. And then, damn. It fucking degraded right away. Ah, she's pulling the stones in. Yep. I think she took that off Tetia. Oh. Is this how she gets the demon horns? Oh shit. Oh. Hmm. What? Was that the start of Patri? Is that what we was that Patri's body we just saw? He laid the groundwork for his return. Interesting, okay. Shit. It's coming full circle. We're seeing how everything went down. Yep. Is that how she turns into a bird? Then how did she turn back? Interesting. And for some reason, I guess the bird kind of has the horns, right? Doesn't it? Did I just see it briefly? Shit. I might have to go back and look. Maybe that was just the start of her turning into the bird. Maybe that's what the horns were. Oh, okay. She was watching over. Okay. That makes a lot more sense than just like, damn, I like that reason rather than just like, oh, I'm just following the protagonist because he intrigued me. Is Asta breaking through? Oh, these guys. Alright. Shit. Could it be enough to awaken Lit, I wonder? Because he's still like in a slumber, right? Yeah, seriously. Wow, he didn't even mistake Patry looking like Licked for Licked. It's because of the bird that's been following you. There's Licked. Oh, can she awaken him? Can she awaken? Oh, shit. Alright. Ooh, but what can I do now? Release any seal, alright. So it's a seal that's keeping him asleep right now, then? Is that what's up? Oh! Man, his hair is otherworldly. Alright. Reunion. Convenient. Okay, nice. Nice. Oh. Alright. Cool. This shit. Ooh. Oh, the Big Daddy's going at it. Jeez. Oh my god, just vaporized it. Even the calm-headed one was like, oh. Alright, here we go, baby. Oh, that was awesome! I love that shit. He can just heal, though, right? What is that? Oh, of course, he has a pitchfork. Oh, did he start briefly turning back into stone? He just lost his arm. Oh, fucking Asta. And of course. Oh, I kind of didn't expect that at all. I was actually like thrown aback for a second. I was like, wait, what? I really didn't expect Asta to jump in there. Nice. Hmm. Is it his... It's supposed to be Lick's son's soul in that, right? Oh, that's convenient. No, 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 no. God damn it, Asta. Alright. Her magic is freaking awesome. Magic doesn't always have to be about fighting strength, you know? She has amazing utility. Right. Exactly. It doesn't have to just be about who I can beat up with my ability. Well, shit. Yes. Alright. Oh, he's taking magic from everyone. Oh, shit. Oh, nice. He made a barrier to protect them. Well, that's good. Friggin' Charlotte would be losing her mind if she knew. Oh. Oh, taking her magic to all of them. Is he gonna take his too? Oh, why are you going? Oh shit, just all the elves, huh? Man, even the ones that are like passed out and wounded, huh? It's crazy. Raya just dies because he like doesn't have the magic to like hold himself together. That'd be some shit. Shit. I don't know though. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Jesus. Holy shit. I just... I don't know. Whenever big blasts like this happen in anime, they end the episode. It's gonna end, isn't it? Credits. Holy shit. There's no way. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. What is that noise? Damn. Shit! It can do that? This fuck. What about anti-magic? Hmm. That idea just gave me chills. Oh, what? Oh, shit. No, this is preview stuff, isn't it? Yep, this is preview stuff. Alrighty, guys. That is it. I, didn't even realize that was preview stuff at first, but that is it for episode 118. Whew, man. I, didn't even write much down. I mean, I wrote some stuff down in the beginning, but, once it got into the fighting and everything, I was just too enraptured to really write too much stuff down, but damn. I loved that move where, Lumiere fired off an ability and it went past the devil and absorbed it with his sword and then used it to attack. That was just sweet. I love combo moves in anime when characters are able to combine their powers in cool ways. I also really like that Yuno just shot Asta in there. I'm pretty sure he did anyway, because we saw, we panned back to him and we saw a little bit of wind, So I'm pretty sure he shot Asta up there to protect Lumiere. So that was awesome as well. As I said during the react, I didn't even realize what was happening. I was just huh? He was just suddenly there, and I was just wait, this isn't time for you, Asta. You're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to come in later once the big bad guys have weakened, or once the big good guys have weakened the big bad guy a little bit. Then you come in and save the day and be the hero. Not right now, but that was fucking awesome. Oh, so good. I love the payoff because I've just kind of gotten used to the whole opening, a single mage saved them all, And, I just kind of accepted it, but now we're here. We're at the moment when that happens, so the question is, do we continue to see that from here on out, or do we not anymore? I think it'd be really cool if we don't see it anymore, because we've caught up to this moment, But I guess they could do it. I'm really curious to find that out. I guess next week we might know. Or maybe it might take a few weeks, because maybe they'll recap this moment a little bit that we just saw in the beginning. But either way, I'm really excited to find out whether we see that. But okay. So we got a lot more past stuff and explaining how the demon got sealed away, why it needed to do all of this stuff again that happened and everything, because Sekirei was able to seal him away, and he was able to take the gems briefly enough to cast the forbidden magic on Patri, which I guess moved his soul. I don't know how it worked, because he said I'll cause another tragedy in an era where you're not around or whatever. So was it a delayed activation? Did his soul not go into... Because the soul went into Vengeance, but this was 500 years ago that this happened, so Vengeance wouldn't have been born yet. So did the soul just float around until this future time? Either way, it didn't really go into details, but yeah, so it seems like he casted that forbidden reincarnation magic or something along those lines to bring Patri's soul back, and then Patri did everything that he did, as we saw, so that was really cool. And by using that forbidden magic, Sekirei was developed the horns, because that's a magic she's not supposed to be doing. So my question is, did the bird have the horns and I just didn't really realize it because they kind of blend in with like the color of the bird. So he died, she did her sealing, bullshit, yep. She gets the horns, and then she saves the Wizard King by using that magic again and turns into a bird. Yeah, it looks like the bird does have the horns. Weirdly enough, though, it looked like in one shot the bird had the horns, but then when it flies up in front of the Wizard King, I don't really see the horns anymore. Huh. I feel like I might need... The close-up shot, it does kind of look like... It's like when it first shows the bird, it shows like the cowlick hair, and then pans down, and it has horns. But it's just like the same exact color as the body of the bird, so... I wonder if all of these birds have those horns. Like, if I were to go back to, like, the first few episodes, does this bird have horns and the others don't? Or I wonder what's up with that. I'm curious. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments, because I don't really want to go back to the first episodes and try to find all the birds and everything. But I'm kind of curious. I guess they never made a mention of being like, that's weird. Like, this kind of bird has horns, you know, but maybe they just didn't want to point it out back then or whatever. So I imagine maybe all of them do. So does that mean her horns aren't like devil or demon horns or anything like that? They're just the indication that she was slowly becoming this bird, you know? Okay. That might just be the case. So, I imagine that the Wizard King isn't going to have long, but maybe she will be fine, because as we see in the opening, she seems to be like joining the Black Bulls kind of thing. At least that's what the opening implies. So kind of metagaming the opening a little bit, it's possible that she will keep on living after this, and she will join up with them. I loved the idea that she was watching over Lick's grimoire, so that way she knew when everything was about to kick off. So that's why she showed up when Asta got his grimoire, and that bird started following him around, was because she was keeping an eye out, because she knew when that grimoire reappears, that means that the plan to bring this demon's plan to bring himself back and everything was in motion. And she could be ready. So, as I said during the reaction, I love that so much better than the idea of just like, oh, I found you interesting. Like, I feel like sometimes that's an excuse that you get in anime, is just like, oh, you intrigued me, you know, so I followed you, kind of thing. But no, she was really just following around the grimoire. Had literally nothing to do with Asta, at least as far as we know, you know. Maybe she did like gain interest in Asta afterward, you know, kind of that thing when you're watching someone and you kind of learn to admire them from a distance, sort of thing. It could be something like that. We do see her, it's either the opening or the ending, blushing whenever like Asta calls out to her a little bit. So, you know, maybe something does develop there or whatever. Add to Asta's ever growing harem, I suppose. But yeah, I guess losing humanity was a part of using that forbidden magic. So yeah, it was pretty good stuff. The fight was great. It's definitely, it hasn't yet been at the level of Black Clover fights where it's like the Wizard King versus Patri, or like Asta versus that one fuck that I can never remember his name. What, didn't it start with an L? Shit. That fight was crazy too. Like, the animation was just insane. Damn. It's not Lexus, that's Fairy Tale. I want to say it started with an L. It's the guy that was like friends with Mars or whatever, and then Mars turned on him. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to remember. But anyway, yeah, the animation wasn't. That's part of the reason why. Like, I know it's metagaming, and I try not to do this, but sometimes I do. That's kind of why when the fight was happening and he just vaporized him with that giant blast, I was like, I don't know that he's really dead, because like for all of this to culminate in this big bad devil thing, I feel like we need like it to go into that insane animation. Like, this would be a severely missed opportunity if they don't give us like a crazy animated fight when it comes to, you know, the kind of, I mean, I guess beating this devil might be the conclusion to this arc, you know? Or at least, like, there's probably aftermath stuff and everything that has to happen, but this is kind of like 118 episodes worth of build-up of seeding different things in, and it's all kind of paying off now, you know? It'd be a shame for them not to go all in on this fight. So that's kind of part of the reason why I was like, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be over with that, but yeah, seemingly not over yet, and Asta is kind of thinking to himself, like, his sword is incredible. I wonder if mine has any abilities that I don't know. I kind of want to go back. I was so, like, hyped. I didn't really recall, like, everything he was saying about his sword, because it almost seemed like he had an epiphany. It almost seemed like he had an epiphany of, like, how to use his weapon in that moment, but I don't know what made him think that. Like, obviously, seeing how powerful Licht is, he's like, oh, I wonder if I could do stuff like that even with no magic and everything. But I also like how when he said, like, you can't beat me with magic of this world, Licht looks back at Asta, which is just teasing the idea that Asta is going to be the linchpin to all this, I feel like. Yep. I see him looking back. Yeah, so Asta says that's the true power of that sword. Is there still some power I haven't unlocked in my own sword? There might still be a possibility. I couldn't erase that spear, but I was able to block it. In that case, it's just that my anti-magic was weak, but it was still effective. Okay. Okay. If I can fight like them, and then he starts, like, fucking charging up, there's a power I can use because I've got no magic. Yeah, okay. So, there was... I kind of missed out. I was trying to, like, skim everything he was saying while watching him, like, powering up and everything, and I wanted to see the animation of him powering up, so I kind of neglected a little bit of the reading, so that was my bad. So, yeah, he does have, like, a basis for what he's talking about. You know, first he starts by talking about how his sword has, like, this true power. He talks about, I wonder if my sword has this true power. And then he was saying, like, it's not that my sword didn't work against the spear. It was still able to block it. It just... And then he deduced that his anti-magic just wasn't strong enough. You know, and that's where he decides to just power up. just gotta get stronger, man. That's how these shonen anime work. So... Okay, cool. I'm okay with that. I thought it was gonna be like... I thought he was doing something where he's like, oh, Licht's sword has special power. Maybe my sword has special power. I have special power. I know how to use it now, you know? I thought he was just, like, literally pulling it out of thin air, but I understand his thought process to get into that. And it's not even that he has a new move yet anyway. It's that he's powering up his anti-magic power, which is funny to say because... in a way, his anti-magic is a form of magic, just not the same as their magic, so it's, like, kind of confusing at the same time. But anyway, interesting stuff. A lot of this episode was just fighting. I loved the whole full circle from the beginning and everything. So, and we kind of, like, it was kind of like everything we already knew, but shown how it all took place. So we didn't really learn too much, other than that she she was the one that sealed the devil away. We did learn that. But I feel like a lot of the other stuff was like, okay, we already knew she sealed the Wizard King. We already knew that this devil thing was the one that started the reincarnation stuff. You know, it was just we got to all see it unfold, you know. And we knew from 118 episodes of the beginning that we knew that the Wizard King killed, you know, that big demon. We just didn't know at the time that it was licked, transformed, and everything. So I also really like Sekire's magic and everything too. I love the idea of it being this simple thing that a lot of people think is useless, but it has so many different attributes. Because, I mean, like I said during the reaction, it's not all about just how hard you can punch things with your magic, you know? Like, if you can make the world a better place with your magic by creating these magic items that allow other people that don't have as strong a magic to do some awesome things that just help day-to-day life and everything, then that's amazing. You're contributing to society more than someone that can just punch things with their magic, you know? So, and I love that she slowly found more uses for it too, and it, you know, opened up more possibilities. Hell, she was able to like reattach his arm. Granted, he was already kind of stone in that moment, but she just put it there, and she's like, oh, I can just seal the wound, you know? So like literally, like, she's able to seal things in that sense too, like not seal things, like lock them away, but it seems like she just like not really cauterized the wound, because that, like, it's almost like she just stuck a bunch of Gorilla Glue there and stuck the arm back on, and that's her magic, you know? But it was fun. Like, I love when they can take magic and find, like, all these crazy uses for it in shows. That's one thing that I love about My Hero Academia, is I love just watching these kids, like, take their powers and use them in ways that I never would have expected, you know? And I'm like, oh, wow, you can do that with it too? That's crazy. But yeah, so... Anyway, I can't wait to watch more. As usual, Black Clover is firing on all cylinders, but it is that time for me to end it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Link in the description below, or it should be popping up on the screen, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.